guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brittany Jade and today I'm going to be doing a natural winged eyeliner look using some of my favourite products at the moment. Now as I'm going through and doing my makeup, I will show you guys the products that I'm using and I'll tell you guys a little bit why they are my favourite and why I think they benefit me and my skin so much. So without blabbering on too much, I'm just going to dive right in. So to begin with, I'm going to use my Too Faced Hangover Primer, which is this one right here. And the reason why I love this primer so much is because it is very moisturizing to my skin. It is silicone free, so it doesn't block my pores and cause breakouts, and it's very light. It doesn't just sink straight into your skin like straight away, and I well and truly do believe that it keeps my makeup on longer, makes it look nicer, it covers up my pores, and I just think it's an all-around great product. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive, but I definitely think it's worth plucking out the money for something I think works. So usually I just pop a little bit onto my flat foundation blending brush and I just blend that into my skin, and it smells really good too. It's infused with coconut water, so it smells so nice. I know some primers have a very chemically smell to them, and it's, you know, in my opinion, it's just not appealing. It's very light, it's not strong, it just smells super duper pretty, and it keeps my skin nice and hydrated during summer and during winter, especially during winter. So next for foundation, I'm going to be using the NARS Sheer Glow foundation in Deauville. Now this is my lighter shade that I wear, as I'm currently not tanned at all, so I'm very pale. Another thing I love about this foundation is that it is extremely buildable coverage. So you can have anything from natural coverage to, I wouldn't say full coverage, I'd say around more the medium to slightly full coverage. And obviously it's not for all skin types, you know, not everybody loves it, but I absolutely love this, and I've never had any problems with it caking or settling into fine lines or showing my dry skin or it like sliding off my face or anything. So this is my favourite foundation and has been for such a long time. It's just so good because it's so hydrating as well, and it's really good for the winter months when you need so much hydration, and I find that when I don't have that hydration, I break out really bad when my skin's so dry. So I find I just need to put as much moisture into my face to stop the breakouts and to stop the flaking and the dryness. Look after your skin, guys. Okay, so next for concealer, as usual, I'll be using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Medium Custard. So it is this one right here. I don't think I've ever used any other concealer ever. Oh, I probably have, that's a lie. But this is one I just keep coming back to. Now the reason why I love the NARS concealer so much is because I haven't found a foundation that it hasn't worked with, and whatever foundation I do decide to use it with, it just blends in so beautifully with the foundation. It's never sat on top of the foundation, where some I found just sit on top of the foundation and, like, you know, just doesn't blend out properly, and it's never broken me out. It lasts so long. Like, so long. You get so much out of one little tube thing. I don't know what you call it. It just lasts so long, and no matter what, it always looks beautiful. It just never ever fails to please me and amaze me. So I'll be sticking with that one for a very long time. Next for highlighter, I'm going to put highlighter on first because it is a liquid one. And it is the NARS Copacabana Illuminator, which is this one right here. And it is a liquid highlighter. It just looks like that, and it is extremely pigmented. Is that the right word for it? I don't know. The littlest tiniest bit goes such a long way. It just sits so beautifully on the skin. So next for setting powder, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, which is this one right here. And the reason why I love this powder so much is because, once again, it's hydrating. It doesn't make my face look cakey. It doesn't make it too matte to the point where, you know, I look like I've just sprayed baby powder all over my face, and it still allows my skin to have that beautiful natural glow, nice dewy finish. All I do is I open it up like this, and you dab a little bit into the lid like so. You don't need much of this either. I'd say about that much. And get a big fat kabuki brush, and I mostly just put it over my T-zone and my eyelids. It sets your face all day. I never ever have to go in and apply more halfway through the day or halfway through the night even. Just sits so beautifully on the skin, all while still making you look natural and dewy and glowy. Okay, so next for bronzer, I have two favorites, which is my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and also the Hoola by Benefit. And they're just, I don't know, they're both equally as good as each other. I guess it's just the price point that really makes a big difference. I think this whole palette goes for, I think, about $70, and you get six. You get 3 contour shades and 3 highlighting shades, whereas the Hoola, it's about $38 for one. They're still both brilliant products, and honestly love them both so much, but I just think that this is just so much better for what you pay, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with the middle shade, which is this one right here in Shadow Play, it is called. And I'm just going to grab an angled blending brush, lightly warm up and contour my face. Like, they're both brilliant products in ways of, they're great shades, they blend beautifully, they sit on the skin beautifully, they don't cake or anything. I think it all just comes down to price. This is a contouring palette, I guess, and the other one's a bronzer, so yeah, I don't know. Does it make it different? They're kind of both the same thing. So next I'll be moving on to blush. So I'll be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Blissful. It looks like this. It's very nice and plain and simple, and honestly this isn't the best shade. I wish I'd gotten a lighter shade because it's so easy to go overboard with this because of how bright it is, but in saying that, that's my fault, and all in all this is a brilliant product. The price isn't too bad. I mean, for how bright it is, it still looks very nice and natural, so just gonna be very light-handed. So my favourite product for eyebrows is the Kat Von D 24-Hour Super Brow Longwear Pomade. I don't know how to say it, I've said it so many times. In Blonde. So it is this one right here, and it looks like this on the inside, so it's very blonde. So firstly I'm just going to comb my eyebrows into a nice shape and to a point where they look neat, and then I just grab a very small amount of this onto the other end of my brush, which is the angled brush end. And every time I've gone in for my dip, I always put the lid back on to try and stop it from drying out, because I know that they all dry out super quick. So I think just replacing the lid as quickly as you can would definitely stop that from happening, you know, a lot quicker than what it would if you left it off. Fairly cheap, I guess you could say. It's about, I think it's about $30. You get a fair bit of product, which I like, and there are just so many shades. So many. Like, she even brought out like coloured, like pink and blue and stuff, and man, I think that'd just be so much fun to have a play around with. So I'm just going to go in for one more dip to do my other eyebrow. Okie doke, so next I'm going to move on to eyeshadow now. This was so hard because I have so many stunning palettes, and really just came down to the style of makeup I was doing for this video. So the style I'm doing is natural, I guess. So I decided to go with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And I love this palette because it has a lot of natural colours. Like, it's so good just for everyday use kind of thing. Like, every day I do my makeup, without a doubt, this shade right here gets used, and that is Warm Taupe, and no matter what, it gets used. So that is why this is my favourite palette for doing natural makeup. And price wise, I mean, all eyeshadow palettes aren't the cheapest, but you definitely pay for what you get. So you pay a fair bit, you're going to get good quality, and I think this retails for around $70, I think it is. The quality is most definitely there. Like, it's so soft, and they're just so blendable and just so beautiful, and it's definitely, most definitely worth the money, I think. So to begin with, I'm going to be using the shade Warm Taupe, which is this one right here, and I'm just going to blend that into my crease. They're just so easy to blend, and they're just so pigmented and so beautiful, and it is without a doubt one of my favourite palettes. And I'm just going to take whatever's left on the brush onto my lower lash line. So the next colour I'll be using is Cypress Umber, which is this darker brown right here. And I'm just going to put a small amount of that into the outer crease, just to darken it up a little bit. So now for the centre of my eyelid, I'm going to be using the shade Primavera, which is this very shimmery gold shade right here. And I'm just going to apply that with my finger. And I find this is the best way to pack on products. And just putting a small amount of that into the inner corner as well. So for eyeliner, I've only ever really used one high-end eyeliner, which is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. So, you know, I can't really judge it, but by reviews on it, everyone loves it, and I absolutely love it as well. I think it's beautiful. I think most of Kat Von D's products are pretty fairly priced, I think, which is pretty good to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and put on some winged eyeliner. Okay, so now that my winged eyeliner is completed after about an hour, I'm kidding, kind of not, kind of am, I'm going to use some mascara. So as always, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which is this one right here. And I absolutely love this mascara because, I mean, it's not cheap really, when there are so many like drugstore mascaras that are pretty good as well. But I find that this one just makes my eyelashes fan out so beautifully and so long and so thick, and it doesn't make me look like a panda at the end of the day. It doesn't flake off into my eye either. So I absolutely love this. And just applying some to my lower lash line as well. So to complete this look, I'll be using the Estee Lauder Pure Colour Long Lasting Lipstick in Rose Tea, and it looks like this. It's a very nude, not nude, natural colour, I guess, and I think each lipstick is around the $30 mark, I'm pretty sure, and they're very comfortable to wear. The reason why I love this lipstick so much is because they're pretty affordable really for what they are. I love the formula. They sit so beautifully on my lips. They last such a long time. They last all day really, and they're just so comfortable to wear, and the colours and the range they have is just beautiful. So I love this, and I probably use it 4 out of 7 days of the week, so it's definitely one of my favourites. So that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun creating this look, and it's, I guess you could say it's my everyday makeup. Besides the winged eyeliner, I don't generally do winged eyeliner as it takes me forever because I'm kind of hopeless at it, I'm not gonna lie. But I always love the way it looks when I use it, so I probably should practice more really. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. It really helped me out a lot. I hope you all have a fabulous week, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!